Old Hollywood, a time when the silver screen was a portal to dreams and the stars were larger than life. It shimmers in our memories with a captivating allure, a place where magic and reality intertwined seamlessly. Glitz, glamour, and an undercurrent of something a little dangerous. The air was thick with ambition and the promise of fame. No couple embodied this intoxicating mix better than Frank Sinatra and Ava Gardner. They were the epitome of Hollywood royalty. He, the charismatic crooner with a voice like melted chocolate, could make hearts swoon with just a single note. She, the smoldering beauty who could stop a man dead in his tracks with a single look, was a force of nature on and off the screen. Their love story was the stuff of legend, a tale woven with threads of passion and drama. It was a whirlwind of passion, jealousy, and heartbreak. Their relationship was as volatile as it was intense. It played out on the front pages, fueling gossip columns for years to come. The public was enthralled by their every move. Their romance was as fiery as it was tumultuous, marked by intense arguments and passionate reconciliations. Sinatra and Gardner were two of the biggest stars of their generation, each commanding the screen with their undeniable talent. Their individual charisma was amplified when they were together, creating a magnetic force that drew everyone in. The world watched, captivated as they fell madly, destructively in love. Their relationship was a spectacle, a real-life drama that rivaled any film. It was a love story for the ages, but it was far from a fairy tale. Their romance was a testament to the highs and lows of love in the spotlight, a poignant reminder that even the brightest stars can burn out. Frank was instantly smitten when he first laid eyes on Ava. It was 1950 and the world seemed to stop for a moment. The glitz and glamour of Hollywood faded into the background as he stood there, captivated by her beauty and presence. He saw a photo of her in a studio office, and it was as if the universe had conspired to bring her image to him. The photo was a simple headshot, yet it radiated an aura of elegance and mystery that he couldn't ignore. Who was this goddess, he demanded to know. His curiosity was piqued, and he felt an overwhelming urge to learn everything about her. The studio staff, amused by his reaction, told him her name. Someone told him she was Mickey Rooney's wife. Frank was undeterred. He had faced many challenges in his life and career, and this was just another one. His determination only grew stronger.
"I'm going to marry her," he declared with unwavering confidence. It was a bold statement, but Frank was known for his boldness.
Little did he know that his words would set the stage for a dramatic love story that would captivate the world. How prophetic his words would be. The universe seemed to listen, and the wheels of fate began to turn. Ava, for her part, was initially less impressed. She had seen many men like Frank, men who were enchanted by her beauty, but didn't see the real her. Frank was still married to his first wife, Nancy. This complicated things further, as Ava didn't want to be the cause of a broken marriage. He had a reputation as a ladies' man, a charmer who could win over any woman with a smile and a song. But Ava was different. She wasn't easily swayed by charm alone. Ava had seen her share of Hollywood playboys. She knew the type all too well and had learned to guard her heart against their advances. She wasn't sure she wanted to get involved. The stakes were high, and she valued her independence and peace of mind. Frank, however, was nothing if not persistent. He believed in grand gestures and wasn't afraid to show his affection in the most extravagant ways. He bombarded her with flowers, poems, and grand romantic gestures. Each day brought a new surprise, a new attempt to win her heart. He was relentless, and slowly but surely, Ava began to see the sincerity behind his actions. The walls she had built around her heart started to crumble, and she found herself drawn to the man who refused to give up on her. Eventually, Ava succumbed to Frank's charms. Their affair was passionate and intense, but it was also incredibly volatile. They were both incredibly jealous and possessive. Explosive arguments were common, so were dramatic reconciliations.
The press had a field day. Frank and Ava's every move was scrutinized. They were hounded by paparazzi. Their fights made headlines. The more the public fixated on their relationship, the more combustible it seemed to become. Yet, amidst the chaos, their love burned bright.
In 1951, Frank finally divorced Nancy. It was a decision that had been a long time coming, marked by years of turmoil and public scrutiny. The end of his marriage to Nancy was not just a personal turning point, but also a significant moment in his public life. He and Ava married in a small ceremony in Philadelphia. The wedding was intimate, attended by only their closest friends and family. Despite the modest size, the event was filled with an air of glamour and excitement, befitting two of Hollywood's biggest stars. It was a dream come true for Frank, who had pursued Ava relentlessly. His admiration for her was no secret, and their union seemed like a fairy tale. Frank's persistence had finally paid off, and he was over the moon to be with the woman he adored. For a while, they seemed happy. Their smiles and public appearances painted a picture of bliss. They were often seen enjoying each other's company, whether at glamorous Hollywood parties or quiet moments away from the spotlight. They were Hollywood's golden couple, living a life of luxury and excitement. Their careers soared. Frank's music career reached new heights, and Ava's acting prowess continued to captivate audiences. Together, they were the epitome of success and glamour. Frank's music became infused with a new kind of longing and heartache. His songs reflected the deep emotions he felt, both the joy of his love for Ava and the underlying tensions that began to surface. His performances were more passionate, resonating with audiences on a profound level. Ava's performances crackled with an added layer of intensity. Her roles took on new depth, and her on-screen presence was magnetic. Critics and fans alike noticed the change, attributing it to the passionate relationship she shared with Frank. Their shared passion translated onto the screen. When they worked together, their chemistry was palpable, creating unforgettable moments in cinema. Their collaborations were eagerly anticipated by fans and critics, who marveled at their ability to bring their real-life emotions into their performances. They made two films together, The Killers and Pandora, and The Flying Dutchman. Both movies showcased their undeniable chemistry and acting talents. These films remain classics, remembered not just for their storytelling, but for the electric dynamic between Frank and Ava. Their on-screen chemistry was undeniable. It was a reflection of their off-screen relationship, filled with passion, intensity, and complexity. Audiences could feel the genuine connection between them, making their performances all the more compelling.
Their love story, though tumultuous, added a unique spark to their careers, making them unforgettable both on and off the screen. Despite the ups and downs, their relationship left an indelible mark on Hollywood history, a testament to the powerful bond they shared.
Section 5, cracks in the facade. Beneath the surface, however, their relationship was as tumultuous as ever. Their jealousies intensified. Frank's possessive nature clashed with Ava's independent spirit.
She was a free spirit, and she chafed at his attempts to control her. Their arguments became legendary. There were smashed bottles, broken furniture, and even rumors of Frank shooting at Ava, though she always denied this. They were both passionate, fiery personalities. Neither was willing to back down.
Well, the press, of course, lapped it up. Section 6, from lovers to friends. By 1953, after just 2 years of marriage, Frank and Ava's tumultuous relationship had finally run its course. They divorced.
The public was shocked, but those close to them weren't surprised. Theirs was a love that burned bright but ultimately self-destructed.
Despite the bitterness of their split, Frank and Ava remained close friends. They spoke on the phone frequently. They even dated other people, but the memory of their love lingered.
They had shared something special, something intense and unforgettable.
Section 7. The price of passion. The end of their marriage took a toll on both of them. Frank descended into a period of deep depression. His career, which had briefly faltered, experienced a resurgence. It was almost as if his heartbreak fueled his art. He channeled his pain into his music, producing some of his most iconic songs during this period. Ava, too, was deeply affected by the breakup. She moved to Spain, seeking solace and a break from the pressures of Hollywood. She continued to act, starring in a string of successful films. She never seemed to find the same level of passion and intensity that she had experienced with Frank. Section 8, legacies intertwined.
I married twice more, first to Mia Farrow and then to Barbara Marx. Frank and Ava both went on to marry other people.
Despite these subsequent relationships, the memory of Frank and me together never quite faded. I married again as well.
They offered each other support and advice. They spoke on the phone often. They remained important figures in each other's lives.
Their bond, forged in the crucible of their passionate, tumultuous love affair, endured long after their romance had ended.
It's amazing how their relationship continued to influence their lives, even after so many years.
Section 9 forever linked. Frank Sinatra and Ava Gardner's love story continues to fascinate us decades later. Theirs was a love born in the spotlight, fueled by passion and drama. It was a love that consumed them both, leaving an indelible mark on their lives and careers. They were two incredibly charismatic, talented individuals. They lived their lives on their own terms. Their romance was a whirlwind of highs and lows, of intense love and bitter fights. In the end, it was a love that couldn't be contained, but it left behind a legacy that continues to captivate. Section 10. Love in the Limelight. The story of Frank and Ava is a reminder that love in the public eye is never easy. The pressures of fame, the scrutiny of the press, and the constant intrusions into one's private life can take a toll on even the strongest relationships. Their story is a cautionary tale, but it's also a reminder of the enduring power of love. Frank and Ava may not have had a fairy tale romance, but their love story continues to resonate with us. It reminds us that even in the face of adversity, love can be a powerful and transformative force.